Hi, I'm Phil Constantine. On today's episode of Travels with Phil, we're going to the state of Oregon and specifically Mt.Hood. It's majestic, beautiful, snow-capped, and unfortunately deadly. Let's tell you a little bit about it. It's 11,240 feet high, give or take a little bit, 3,400 meters, the highest in Oregon. It's a stratovolcano, has 11 glaciers, and over 10,000 climbers a year, which is one of the reasons why it's deadly. But we'll get to that in just a little bit. Let's take a look around and see some of the more interesting spots here on the mountain. Mt.Hood is located just 50 miles or 80 kilometers east of metropolitan Portland. And there is lots to do in the area. You can go exploring, you can go camping, fishing, boating, hiking, and they even have areas for people in wheelchairs, and lots more. There are many mountain lakes with scenic vistas, or just places where you could go jump in a lake if you want to do that.
Travels with Phil continues. This is Mt.Hood in Oregon at the Mt.Hood Meadows Ski Resort. It's chilly up here. It's in the 50s, I would suspect. Sunrise just happened a couple minutes ago. No, that's not gunshots. That's somebody unloading stuff. See the ridge over there. Now, behind me, you actually had to go through the clouds to get here as it comes up from the valley to the south.
This is Umbrella Falls. Very nice waterfall here. The cascade is about 60 feet high, give or take a little bit. Very small creek, and it's about a half mile from the Mountain Meadows parking lot. I like how they used an old tree to help make the bridge there. It's a very easy walk to get to the falls. Just about anybody can make it, young child, older person. And it's just after sunrise. It might be in the 40s here, Fahrenheit, but I'm gonna let you just listen to the sounds. In July and August, the wildflowers really bloom here. I'm going to have more of those in just a minute.
I am on the Umbrella Falls. I believe it's Forestry Trail 667 on Mt.Hood, and a beautiful mountain meadow here. Purple and white and yellow flowers.
You can see my companion video, The Flowers of Mt.Hood, at the link below in the description section. I'll try to put something up here, but it doesn't always work.
More than one kind of purple flowers. These right here, and these are a little bit more bluish, I guess.
Parts of the 1980 Stanley Kubrick movie thriller The Shining were filmed here. Here's the opening sequence of the movie at Timberline Lodge. In the movie, it's supposed to be Colorado, but in reality, it's Mt.Hood, Oregon.
Travels with Phil continues. That's the Timberline Lodge right there on Mt.Hood, a National Historical Monument. And immediately to the right is Mt.Hood.
And this is one of my pictures of the lodge. Franklin Roosevelt dedicated it in 1937, and it has the longest skiing season in the U.S., open 12 months a year. You can see why Kubrick did it here.
They're lodges, but there's definitely looks like that's the spot where the ski lifts change. And you can see the ski lifts going quite a bit up the slope up there.
It is one of the few spots in the country, North America actually, that has open 12 months a year. So they cater to skiers, snowboarders, and even the blind. They have an interesting program for that. And in some areas where there's no snow, they'll actually do hikers up there. snowmobiles. One of the other attractions of Mt.Hood is climbing this very challenging peak. And from lower levels, it looks somewhat simple, even easy perhaps from some angles. But at higher elevations, it is anything but simple. It can be quite treacherous as well. Over 150 people have died while on the mountain, slips, falls. All kinds of gear is needed to be safer. There are deadly avalanches of both snow and rocks, changing seasons. Snow melt causes problems. And there's also fumaroles. This is an active volcano. While it hasn't erupted in a long time, it does have hot spots, and people have actually died succumbing to the fumes, falling in holes, and then the regular problems with higher elevations of crevasses and sliding down uncontrolled. I've summited peaks a little bit higher than Mt.Hood, and it is different here on Mt.Hood. The weather can come in very, very quickly. I was caught on a whiteout in another mountain that was unexpected, and this can lead to very dangerous situations. In fact, 7 students and 2 adults were killed here in 1986, making it the second most deadly climbing accident in the U.S. That being said, though, most climbers make it out safely, and there's a lot to be said for summiting an amazing mountain peak. In fact, even if you don't make it to the top, look at this glorious view of just the shadow of the mountain off in the distance. You can see it from the ground levels here. A beautiful, beautiful sight. Well worth a trip out there without putting yourself in danger. Lots of lakes you can go to and see.
You can also see some more peaks to the south here. I think the ones to the left are the Three Sisters. I'm not sure about the one closest to us.
There are also volcanoes. Mount St. Helens seen from Mt.Hood, and a beautiful sunset seen from higher up on the slopes, although most people climb earlier in the morning to avoid the melting snow and the ice falls. But at night, well, there's a lot to be said for a beautiful mountain and the glorious stars up overhead. You can get more information at this site and tons of links down below at the other websites. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right-hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.